In a world of increasing mental health challenges, psychology and faith can both provide tools for healing and wellness. This is the idea behind Journey on My Mind. Each episode, our panel of pastors and therapists sit down together to share their experiences and insights on the modern world's mental health issues: depression, loneliness, aging, addiction, and so much more. Join us now as we explore what it means to thrive at the complex intersection of spirit and psychology.
Okay, well, welcome to another Journey on My Mind. Today, we're doing a short. And who's joining us today is Sam and Dave. And if I slowly disappear out of the picture, it's because my chair is sinking.
Is it
and
dropping?
Sinking and sinking. I'll tell you when it'll stop, and then I'll just move my
That's hilarious.
mic down accordingly.
What's going on?
I don't know.
We can swap chairs there, Kev.
We could. So with that in mind, let's focus.
Okay.
And how are you guys today?
I'm great, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. So we're going to take and do a couple shorts, maybe 15 minutes on these two topics.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the same topic. We're going to do 1 and 2.
Part 1 and 2,
But they will feel different. So
They will.
They will. And so, Dave, why don't you throw the first volley out there on where we're going today?
One of the things that was recommended is that we talk about perfectionism.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great topic. Mm-hmm. I've learned a lot about it in the last year or so. So I will tell you, psychologically, we've always been taught that perfectionism is a bad thing.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before I get into it, I want to ask you, and if you want to be revealing, you can, but is
down.
this something that you've struggled with ever in your life? Either of you?
Yes.
You have?
No, I feel like I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
so?
Well, I mean, I probably struggle with it more like in relationships, like wanting those to feel right and well and good, and maybe not as much in like, I don't know. Would that be considered? Is that an aspect of perfectionism?
Could be,
maybe.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't wrestle as much maybe in like how I look or you know, but more so in like relationships. I want those to be.
I struggle with it at one very important thing in my life.
Okay.
I expect other people to drive perfectly. Mm-hmm. And so, because I drive perfectly, so I expect them to. Mm-hmm. And when they don't, I want to impose my will upon them. And I know perfectionism is more directed outward for me than it is inward.
Okay, that's good. So here's what I've learned.
Okay.
And it's I've learned it because I've been doing a lot of research on performers, like performing artists and athletes.
Yep.
And what I've learned is that there's a whole lot of study about it. And there are two kinds of perfectionism, maybe even three.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Really? They're in categories?
Yeah. And that one of them is actually good and one of them is actually not
Okay.
good.
All right. I'm curious.
So the terms, I don't love the terms, but this is what they call it. The first one is called perfectionistic strivings.
Okay.
Okay. And that's high standards, goals that you're working toward. The second one is considered or called perfectionistic concerns. And this is where a person has fear of mistakes. They're critical of themselves or of others. Everything's conditional in terms of how they feel about themselves or other people.
Right.
First one seems to be good. Second one seems to be not so good.
Okay.
So
Give the names again.
So first is called perfectionistic strivings.
Striving. That makes okay.
Okay. And some people call it adaptive perfectionism.
Okay.
So either one. And it's really high standards without being harsh with yourself.
Okay.
So it's like, I have a lot of goals. I want to do things right. I want to do my best.
But if this doesn't happen, I'm not going to beat myself up.
I'm not crushed.
Okay.
So my self-worth, my sense of identity, my sense of well-being for myself or other people isn't hung on that.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that seems to be okay.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So the perfectionistic strivings, the features of it are high personal standards, usually someone who's organized and persistent. In other words, they've got like, all right, this is what I'm working toward. They're not all over the place. And there's a satisfaction tied to the effort and the growth.
Okay.
You're smiling because...
I'm just smiling.
He's looking at me.
No, you're
laughing.
not.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
I am smiling because I know a bunch of people like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Well, All right, you want to care to elaborate? I feel like, see, in a podcast, you have to say things.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Rather than smile.
You can't just communicate with your eyes,
It's not
Kevin.
like, watch the video and Kevin is telepathically communicating.
Depending upon the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not universally like that,
That's
but I'm
exactly
like
what I'm thinking.
This is that you're describing my wife in many ways.
Okay, I see the smile.
This is how she approaches life.
Okay.
Yeah. She's very goal oriented, very much so. She just recently at 61 decided to take on a new career.
And a big
Yeah, not like that's not like I decided. Yeah.
Yeah, she went from being in education, like she was doing for the last 39 years, and now she's a flight attendant for Southwest.
Big jump. Yeah, amazing.
So she had this goal,
Yeah.
and she put it off, and there were times where we talked about it, but then she was like, "Okay, I'm going to do this now," and then, but now it was like, and it was very stressful, and it was very difficult, and because
complete lane change. I mean, it's not even in the same world. Like that's so huge.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean.
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
But fits her.
Yeah.
She loves it. So
That's awesome.
That's a great example.
yeah.
So here's with the first category, the strivings are only adaptive, meaning healthy, good,
Okay.
if they're decoupled from self-worth. In other words,
Right.
That makes
there's
sense.
not a connection between how
My value, my worth.
value, how
Yeah.
I feel about myself,
Yeah.
all that. So if you have big goals, even like really, really like stretches for yourself,
Right.
great, as long as it's not connected to I'm okay
failure.
if I
Yeah.
meet that and I'm
Right.
not okay if I don't meet
Right.
that. Is that clear?
Like identity. If it's
Yeah.
in that way. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about identity
And
in
later.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's
not
coming.
next one, but the one after.
Zippity-doo-dah.
No, we
Zippity-
can allude to, but that,
Yes.
we're
yes.
talking about that. All
Heads
right.
up. We're coming down
Okay.
the identity train. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Now the perfectionistic concerns.
Yes.
This is the one that ain't so great.
Yes.
Here are the core features of that: fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, chronic self-criticism, a sense that love or acceptance is conditional, and rumination about either the goal or the lack of meeting the goal, and a sense of shame about it.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Any thoughts about that so far?
Yeah, I think this speaks to a lot of Christian. I think this speaks to church. I'm not sure it speaks to God as much as it speaks to church, because what the church was after and is after a lot of times is some kind of behavior modification, moving in the direction of being morally right and do the right thing, and then to get you to do those things is shame. So there is and fear. Fear of God, fear of going to hell, fear of a lot of things. So if I can shame you into it and fear you into it, scare you into it, I guess would be the right way to say that. I think the church has used those tools in the light of verses like "Be holy, like I'm holy." You should be perfect, like your heavenly Father. There is a connection between those two.
If
things.
I'm not, then I've failed.
Right.
Yeah.
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 So actually, I feel like in our second one, let's really dig into the church culture and Christian culture and all that.
Yeah.
I think that's a great.
Okay.
Perfect. So here's what the research says, that when people are prone to perfectionistic concerns, or whatever the negative part of perfectionism, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, burnout, even suicidal thoughts, it's like there's a this ain't good.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Right. So the language of this is important. And and if we're talking about perfectionism, it depends on what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if you're talking about, I've got a lot of goals for myself and I want to achieve big things and I have, high standards, but it's not a sense of like, it's not interfering with my sense of worth. And it's also not screwing up relationships either.
Yeah.
Because it could do that.
Yeah.
Cool. If it's on the like, I got to do this just right, I'm constantly having a sense of fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, shaming myself, harsh with myself, we're talking a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So this concept is actually really good to break it apart.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any thoughts about that?
Well, I think you could have both of those at play.
It's interesting because I'm literally sitting here thinking I do now.
To
like
some
I
degree-
recognize now
to some
places
degree-
where both of those are true. Yeah.
To some degree, both of those things could be at play, maybe to lesser degrees, depending upon how healthy you are, than how you approach it. But I think also my experience is that perfectionism oftentimes lands with firstborn for some reason. I don't know if birth order has anything to do with it.
It can.
It can.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like if you grew up in an environment that was out of control, that you'd want to somehow control it, and that would lean into that as well. So I think part of it's learned. I think part of it's environmental. Mm-hmm. I think part of it is, did you have people around you that were unconditionally loving you and different things?
Even when you screwed up.
Or were you only rewarded because of merit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you lived in that culture or that environment or that household or whatever it is that I think you would lean towards, okay, now in order for me to be loved, in order for me to be really accepted by this group of people, I need to be perfect.
Yeah.
And then there's people like me, I'm the youngest of 4, who grew up in a household that had a perfectionistic father, and I gave up. I knew at some point I'm not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
I surrender. I give up. So I stopped trying.
Yeah, it's another option, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can either run yourself into the ground or go, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts for you?
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking about because I thought, I don't know that I wrestle with this. And so I'm like, oh, actually, I can definitely, it's easy for me to think back now and see places where I've wrestled at it or where things were attached in that way. But it's still attached around identity. And so I'm kind of saving that for, I whenever we want to dive into that. So I do have thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting thing. There has been a little bit of research with, are the trends in perfectionism increasing, decreasing, staying the same? And it seems like among college students, so young adults, that the negative forms of perfectionism are actually increasing.
Okay.
That would have been my guess.
Yeah. So there's evidence that there's higher levels of perfectionistic concerns compared to previous generations.
Okay.
And it's particularly true for the kind of perfectionism that we'll talk about in a second, called socially prescribed perfectionism, which is other people expect me to be perfect.
Yeah.
So any theories? I have my theories about that, but any thoughts about why that would be?
Besides social media, you mean?
That's one. Well, let's check that one off.
Well, I mean, I'm also thinking like what you were hitting at with church, like expectations from your community or,
I think we're in a high expectation of achievement culture.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And with that comes a self-awareness of, I need to achieve. I need to do better than my parents did, or I need to do better than
bigger, better, everything kind of.
The comparison ideal is all over the place.
All over the place. And so some of that's social media, but some of that is just the broader culture.
Right.
I mean, honest question, when you were in high school, your junior year of high school, were you stressing about, college visits and where you were SAT score or ACT? Were you at your junior year in high school?
I wasn't stressed about that my senior year in high school.
Right.
I wasn't stressed about that when I graduated and still didn't know where I was going to go to college.
Right.
But
if you ask almost any high school student, there is tremendous pressure to do your college visits, get your SAT super score or ACT super score up, all the things.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a tremendous amount of pressure. So imagine that.
Yeah.
Now they go to college and that's the experience they've had.
And then you can break that in little ways, like think about even like youth sports, things that have just now have become so much more intense and investment.
Oh, that's true.
It's like we're you see it in a lot of places.
They want you to focus on one sport rather than play a bunch. And,
early specialization, which is also connected to this.
Yes. That makes a lot of sense.
And I will tell you, there's always been crazy parents with youth sports.
I know.
Love you, Mom. My mom was not. Mine were not either.
No,
mine weren't either.
I preferred they not come.
Yeah.
I mean, I have people in my life that they had relatives in the stands that would scream at them when they were playing and all that. So, but I will say this: I mean, I umpired for a couple, 2, 3, 4 years.
Oh man,
And I had
really
the coaches that would come out screaming, or the parent that would grab the fence and shake it and scream.
Yeah.
That was true. I will tell you, people who've been in youth sports for long time, decades, say there's nothing compared to how it is now. Like that stuff was just a drop in the bucket relative to the
open
flood of
YouTube, and you can see all the fights and dads and the youth game. It's just like, what is wrong with you?
So this is the culture that, we've got the social media stuff, which is all about performance. There's this whole trend in social media for boys called looks maxing. It's all horrible and bad and unhealthy.
Okay.
It's all about.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah,
we can talk about it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
And so you imagine these kiddos with that, plus the whole cultural big expectations about achievement and comparison and competitiveness.
Yeah.
So we've got it going on.
We do.
In a not good way.
In a not good way.
Right.
So I could see the anxiety and perfectionism coming out of that.
Absolutely.
Big time.
Yeah.
So last point, then we'll pick it up right where we dropped.
Okay.
All right. There's another model that says there are 3 types of perfectionism.
Okay.
And this isn't in contradiction.
Now
the first one was saying there's 2 really things we're talking about. One is called perfectionistic strivings, which is potentially good.
Yeah.
The other one is perfectionistic concerns, which is almost
Not
always
so good.
bad.
Yeah. Not
This
so good.
says here are 3 ways of thinking about perfectionism. One is called self-oriented perfectionism, which is I must be perfect.
Yeah.
Right. The second is other-oriented perfectionism, which is you must be perfect.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Only on driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, people.
Come on. And so that's often overlooked because that shows up in relationships with criticism, rigidity, all that stuff. And that's a form of perfectionism.
It is.
It's like I'm imposing my standard on you.
Yeah, I grew up in that environment.
And then the third is what we were just talking about, which is called socially prescribed perfectionism, which is everyone expects me to be perfect. So that's the most toxic of all.
Yeah.
So how we like ourselves, and then what we would do to others, and then the social, like the communal kind of bigger.
Right. Everybody wants me to.
Everybody's going to be a professional athlete.
Be a certain way, look a certain way, all that kind of stuff. And that one tends to be
real toxic.
The worst.
Oof.
Okay. So we've laid it out. We've got the concepts. Now we're going to take it to what this looks like in
reality.
No, well, yes, in church context, in faith, in personal faith, and relational, the whole relational context.
For sure.
Okay. So we'll pick it up on part 2.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Journey on My Mind. If you enjoyed it, please help us spread the word by leaving us a review and sharing it on your social media. Journey on My Mind is a production of Journey Church in Brentwood, Tennessee. Edwin Rivera III is the show's producer, with technical assistance from Randy Hansen. Grant Opperman edits the show. If you have a suggestion for a future topic or a question, you can text us at 615-861-9503. And if you would like to talk to someone about spiritual or mental health issues, you can email our care pastor, Sam Barnhart, at sam@journeytn.com.